It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry, wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
What's up, nerds? It's Pat from the Nerds You're Looking For podcast, and we're back for I think it's like episode 7, 6, 7, somewhere around there. I kind of lose track when we start getting later and later in these walkthroughs. I start to kind of lose track of what episode is what. Just to catch you guys up, we did get back to our hometown and bury our parents, and then we got attacked by this little punk bitch and his thugs, and they knocked us out, and that's what kind of got us to that long cutscene about me sleeping for 2 weeks that you guys just saw. I don't want to sound like a broken record with this game, but I'm kind of hoping that we are finally, now that we've gotten the title screen out of the way, I mean, it took us, 2 some hours to get the title screen. I'm hoping that eventually we will be able to kind of start exploring some more versus just having one cutscene after another. But I believe we have to talk to this guy first.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo.
This guy's kind of a dick.
You being at death's door. While you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
I guess I don't really have a choice.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else.
So I gotta steal
And
something.
not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Except for I did
You
just loot a
expect
bunch
I'd
of
give
them.
you a hoe and send you out to the fields. You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse?
So I gotta be a
take
grave
ring
robber now?
and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I'm gonna do
I think
it.
I've already heard more than I need to know.
I'm going for it,
The
man.
devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's
Shouldn't I
any
already
problem,
have one?
Come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
I forgot to go in the chest and find my stuff. I should have a lot of stuff. I don't know exactly what I'll need in this little mission of mine. We do have a lot of money, though. That's pretty sick. I don't know exactly what I'm going to need, so I'm going to take a lot of this stuff with me. I don't even know what that is exactly. We definitely want all of this stuff. We'll take the torch. I guess it doesn't really matter. I think that's pretty much it. I guess I'll take that too. I thought I would already have a spade since I had one earlier. Alright, so we kind of look like ourselves again. Let's eat some roasted duck. I think we're good. Alright, so we've gotten our stuff from our trunk. We've talked to the miller, and apparently Teresa won't get the fuck out of my way. I will say that that's kind of annoying. That happens a lot in this game, where you just basically walk on to somebody and they won't get out of your way, and you're kind of just stuck playing this little weird game of like running into each other. So now we have to find a spade so we can become a grave robber now. That's our goal in this game now. That's pretty messed up. Alright, so we have come up to the executioner, and now we have to kind of talk our way out of this. So we're going to try this one. The only one that I've actually had pretty good success with is the chit-chat one. I don't know exactly what they're called, obviously. We'll try to talk him out of this.
He's very sorry, but by mistake, he didn't give you the full weight of flour last time. He says you should come and get the balance.
That rogue. How much is it?
Nice.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
It certainly isn't. I'll go there right away.
Nice. I need to find a shovel. They're kind of annoying, man. Those stupid dogs are super annoying. Alright, so I think we're going the right way. There's apparently just like a weird outhouse right there. Alright, so we actually found a spade. So we should be good to dig up this corpse real quick. Hopefully he doesn't come back while we dig it up. Should be a problem though. We should have bought ourselves a little bit of time here, I would assume. Hopefully those dogs aren't dicks. They're probably going to be. I would assume that they're going to be. Where's this little place that we're supposed to dig up? Oh, right over here. That makes sense. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot like our... Yep. I was going to say, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot like when we dug the grave for our parents. And we had to just find the spot. And then just hit start digging.
Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, that stench makes me want to puke.
Okay.
Pay for this.
So there's not actually a ring? That's stupid. We did all that for nothing? That's really dumb. But at least we're actually getting to a point where I feel like we're actually playing the game and not just kind of just going from one cutscene to another. Because I was kind of sold on this game as being kind of an open world RPG, basically historically accurate Skyrim. And it's definitely been historically accurate, but it hasn't really been like Skyrim-esque. Because it hasn't really been an open world RPG. And I know I've complained about that a lot with this game, and I know I sound like a broken record when it comes to stuff like that, but it is very, very annoying that we haven't really been able to play the game. It took us a couple hours just to get to the cutscene, or not the cutscene, but the title screen. And so I'm hoping that we've kind of gotten past the point where we're just walking from cutscene to cutscene, and that we can actually play the game now. I will say that I've heard a lot of people complain about the save system in this game, and honestly it hadn't really bothered me until I started to record this particular video, because I literally had to play a lot. And there's another glitch right there. There's been a lot of bugs, and look at that. That's awesome. But I've had a lot of people complain about the save system, and it really honestly hasn't bugged me that much. But it did when I sat down for this particular video, because I literally had to play like for 45 minutes just to get back to where I was at. It was really, really frustrating, and I can understand why people were getting really pissed off at this game. I know that there is a patch for the PC that has a better save system in place that we should be getting for the Xbox and PS4 versions here shortly. But they haven't put it out for the Xbox or PC, or not PC, but PlayStation 4 just yet, which is frustrating, obviously. I'm playing this on Sunday night, so they haven't put out that update yet, so hopefully they do that soon. Let's talk to the Miller again, tell him the bad news.
With you. There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
You're a smart guy.
Bad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
All right, I'll go and
I got no problem with that.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
I don't, actually.
You mean jemming it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity. Like popping a young maiden's cherry.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try that yet.
Fucking hell. How did I get landed with a cretin like you?
You're such a dick.
Come with me. Try unlocking this trunk.
Alright, let's do it. I have yet to actually get to try this yet.
In your right hand and use it to feel out the tumble. In your left hand, you hold the blade and use it to turn the whole mechanism like a rope. It's quite easy. It only takes a bit of practice. Now try poking around in the lock with the pick until you feel the right point where the tumble is.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I know this is another thing that people have complained about with this game, is not really...
Got it?
Oh.
Now turn the whole lock with the blade. But don't. You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be hurting Kuttenberg. You have to watch out for that. An experienced guard will recognize the sound at once.
Wow, this is really stupid. I really hate this. I know a lot of people complain about it. And that's another thing the update was supposed to fix, is this stupid. This is really dumb. This is really dumb. Alright, so I absolutely suck at lockpicking, as you guys saw, and my only lockpick broke while I was practicing. So I really can't do the thing for the Miller just yet because I don't have a lockpick. So I actually decided to go and talk to our old friend Gary Oldman about me losing his sword. So hopefully we can
On my soul.
do something else than get a lockpick later here, and maybe next episode.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
I thought they were going to question that, but apparently not. Apparently they're very gullible and easily talked into things because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the sword or not. Can I open it? Nope, can't because I don't have a lockpick. So we'll, oh, I guess we're supposed to go through here. That makes sense. Oh, we're just creeping on people sleeping. Totally normal. Okay, we don't need to be in here. That's fine. I get that. But where are we supposed to go? Well, this is just a random area with a pig. Cool. Do we have a sword? Do we have any kind of weapon to kill this pig? I guess I'll go all the way up. Let's see what happens if we go all the way up top of this castle. Nothing, because apparently you just get stuck on these stairs. Awesome game. You are just amazing. There we go. There we go. I was going to get real pissed real quick if I couldn't get past those stupid stairs. Nice. So, the most trouble we've had in this particular video is the lockpick and those stupid fucking stairs.
Your graces.
Alright guys, if you want to learn more about how to absolutely crush these games and have a great time doing it, smash that subscribe button, ding that bell. As always, my name is Patrick Kuhn, and I am the nerd you're looking for. Take it easy, guys.
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Birkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taumberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
the miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.